Welcome to a video tutorial about sound design in Reaper. So normally we receive a stereophonic effect by changing the force of the signal between left and right loudspeaker. So here is a monophonic signal. As you see, I have left and right signal exactly the same, and now I can change the knob of panorama. For example, I can switch it totally to the left side, and then I will receive a signal only in the left channel, nothing in the right channel. Although it's the fastest way to receive to obtain some panoramic effect, it also has some main disadvantages as losing signals energy. So now let's see what can we do to prevent our sample from losing energy. What we can do, we can duplicate track, change the panorama of the first one to the left, second one to the right. So I will obtain again monophonic signal because the signal from the left and right will be exactly the same. But now we can add a little delay to the left or to the right signal. We can double click on the item and move it, let's say, for about 5 milliseconds. As you see on very big zoom, it's now little asynchronous. Let's listen to it. Maybe on the another sound it will be better. Maybe we can also add like 10 milliseconds. So now you start to hear that the left channel is a little bit faster than the right channel, and our stereophonic panorama is starting to shift to the left side, although we still have the energy on both channels, which is especially great when we speak about bass sounds. I like this one, so maybe move it a little bit more. We can experiment a little bit. Let's move it 20 milliseconds. Ooh, very nice. Now you receive a literally very hard feeling of coming from the left side, but still you have full sound on in both ears. This is literally psychoacoustic effect. Our brain is trained in recognition of this tiny differences between the signal coming from left and right ear. This effect is strong even when the faster signal is weaker than the later one. But if you want to obtain a really spectacular panorama effect, we should do like how the nature would do. So the right sound, the later one, we can make weaker, and now we receive something like this. Which I found tremendous effect. This is very easy when we have a monophonic sample. What should we do if we have stereophonic one? So I have another one with a bell sound. We can use an action to explode the multi-channel item to a monophonic channel. We just have to click Actions, Show Action List, or use the shortcut. Right, Explode item, and here it is, Explode multi-channel audio to new one-channel items. And now we have left and right. Again, we should do the panorama, and I do it for the purpose because there is also another way of using this delay-driven panorama effect. We can use an FX. Let's go to FX. Use just built-in redelay. This will delay our signal, but all we have to have only the delayed sound. So we set drive for -infinity, wet +0 is okay, length musical 0, and now we can set, for example, 10 milliseconds of delay in length, and we have still right panorama, so let's set the panorama of the effect also to the right side and listen to the effect. And with this sample, the 10 milliseconds, it's perfect. Of course, bigger the distance, the stronger the effect is, but just until the certain point. It depends on the sound, but usually around 50 milliseconds of delay we start to recognize two sounds. So it's not merging into one, but now we hear that from the left is something coming first, and then in the second channel something different. To exaggerate really this effect, I will set it to 100 milliseconds. Okay, so that's it. As you see, the delay-driven panorama is really a very efficient way to obtain forceful, full of energy, stereophonic effect.